Diabetes doesn't usually begin overnight, and it doesn't improve overnight either. For many people, especially those with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, the condition develops quietly over years of excess sugar intake, insulin resistance, and metabolic stress. The good news is this: for many, diabetes is manageable and often reversible at the lifestyle level. And the first, most powerful step is removing added sugar from the diet. Not reducing it, not cheat days, removing it with intention. This isn't about extremes or trends, it's about restoring how your body is meant to work. Why sugar is the core problem? Sugar isn't just empty calories. It directly disrupts how your body handles energy. When you eat sugar, your blood glucose rises. Your pancreas responds by releasing insulin to move that glucose into cells. Over time, frequent sugar spikes force the body to produce more and more insulin. Eventually, cells stop responding properly. This is insulin resistance, the foundation of type 2 diabetes. The more sugar you consume, the harder your system works. The harder it works, the more exhausted it becomes. Cutting sugar removes the constant demand, giving your metabolism a chance to recover. What cutting sugar actually means. This is where most people get confused. Cutting sugar does not mean eliminating all carbohydrates. It means removing added and refined sugars that spike blood glucose rapidly and provide no nutritional benefit. That includes sugary drinks, soda, fruit juice, energy drinks, sweets, pastries, candy, sweetened cereals and flavored yogurt, hidden sugars in sauces, breads, and packaged foods. Whole foods that contain natural carbohydrates, like vegetables, legumes, and whole fruits, behave very differently in the body because fiber slows glucose absorption. The goal is blood sugar stability, not starvation. What happens when you remove sugar? When sugar intake drops, several powerful changes begin. 1. Blood glucose levels stabilize. Fewer spikes mean less insulin demand. This allows insulin sensitivity to improve over time. 2. Fat burning increases. With less sugar available, the body shifts toward using stored fat for energy, a key factor in metabolic healing. 3. Cravings decrease. Sugar hijacks reward pathways. When it's removed, hunger becomes more honest and manageable. 4. Energy becomes steady. Instead of highs and crashes, people experience more consistent energy and focus. These changes don't happen instantly, but they compound quickly. How to remove sugar without burning out. The biggest mistake people make is trying to quit everything at once without a plan. Start with replacement, not restriction. Replace soda and juice with water, sparkling water, or unsweetened tea. Replace desserts with whole fruit in moderate portions. Replace packaged snacks with nuts, eggs, or vegetables. Replace sweetened sauces with homemade or low-sugar versions. Sugar hides under names like glucose, fructose, maltose, corn syrup, and dextrose. If it tastes sweet and comes in a package, question it. Why this works for type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is not a lack of insulin. It's a resistance to it. When sugar intake drops, insulin demand decreases, cells begin responding again, inflammation lowers, weight loss often follows naturally. This is why many people see dramatic improvements in blood sugar markers within weeks of removing added sugar. With medical supervision, this is not about curing diabetes overnight. It's about restoring metabolic flexibility. What about fruit? Fruit often gets unfairly blamed. Whole fruits contain fiber, water, vitamins, and antioxidants. When eaten whole, not juiced, they digest slowly and don't cause the same glucose spikes as refined sugar. That said, moderation matters. Berries, apples, and citrus tend to be better tolerated than dried fruits or large servings of tropical fruits. The problem isn't fruit. The problem is refined sugar without fiber. Consistency matters more than perfection. One sugar-heavy meal won't undo progress, but returning to sugar daily will. The body heals through consistency, not intensity. Every day without sugar improves insulin sensitivity slightly. Over weeks and months, those changes stack. Many people fail because they treat sugar removal as temporary, but the benefits only last if the habit does. Think of sugar not as a treat, but as a trigger your body no longer tolerates well. If you have diabetes or are on medication, never change your diet without medical guidance. Blood sugar can improve quickly, and medications may need adjustment to prevent hypoglycemia. Lifestyle change is powerful, but it must be done safely. Reversing type 2 diabetes doesn't start with drugs or complicated plans. It starts with removing what's breaking the system. Sugar keeps insulin resistance alive. Removing it gives your body a chance to recover. Proving type 2 diabetes does not begin with medication or complex routines. It begins by removing the habits that are damaging the system. Sugar fuels insulin resistance and keeps the cycle alive. If this helped you understand the why behind cutting sugar, subscribe for simple, practical health guidance. And always work with a healthcare professional as you make changes. Your body wants to heal. Sometimes it just needs you to stop feeding the problem.